Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm just sitting here drinking my morning coffee. That was a real sip, by the way, for those who are investigating that. And it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. For those of you who like these type of videos, please remember to click like down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification, ring my bell, baby. I had something linked to me, and I started watching it, and I couldn't even finish it. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me, Jason, why are you stepping away from any of the drama and trying to stick to mostly positive, informative videos, things like that. So I'm generally being positive in my criticism of other channels, other YouTubers. And by and large, this channel will eventually, over time, push more and more towards informative, and I'll just pick up more coaching clients, and it's all going to balance out. Because quite frankly, I find coaching more enjoyable sometimes than even covering this stuff. Way more enjoyable. But this video that I just watched with Genova reminds me of exactly why I'm trying to stay away from just any of the nonsense and the drama on the internet anymore, because things reach a level of absurdity. I mean, even in my personal life, the way it gets affected by some of the stuff on the internet is just beyond anything I would have ever comprehended having been able to happen. But I watched the stuff with Genova. And I'm watching a situation of a special needs individual showing off his quote-unquote supplement stack for the hurricane that's coming, because we all know he's out in Florida. And the laundry list of illicit substances that a special needs person is putting in their body, completely unsupervised by anybody, blows my mind. And no, I'm not going to call for anyone to call agencies or anything else over it, because people do that crazy stuff anyways. Believe me, I've had my share of phone calls sent to the feds, which they told me about, obviously, over people calling in crazy stuff about me. Right? The FBI actually told me about it. Yeah, we received over 50 phone calls about you. Wow. So I'm not urging anyone to do any such ridiculous stuff. But it's concerning. It's concerning because I'm standing here watching the situation and everything that Genova is admitting to taking and holding up the bottles. Some of them are prescription bottles. I don't know if that's the original bottles or not, but that's what he has them at. I mean, he went down the list, and it's like Test, Tren, Anavar, Anadrol. He's like, I'm on 75 milligrams of Anavar a day. Real Anavar? 75? Whoa. Jesus Christ. Can you even train? I mean, can a person even train on that much far? I don't know. So, all of that stuff. Then he goes down the list of other things. He's on like 4 or 5 different SARMs? What? Already on 2 orals and Tren. Like at least 4 different SARMs he rattled down the list. Basically every SARM I've ever heard of was on the list. Ranging from true SARMs all the way to HGH secretagogues. Clen. T3. I mean, the guy's stacking pre-workouts with Clen, while on Tren and Drol. Jason, you're over 30 years old. I mean, we start talking about risk of heart attack. All right, stacking multiple other substances that can really dramatically elevate blood pressure, and then stack pre-workouts with clenbuterol on top of it. These 2 different stims that are going to have different pathways in the body by which they're major stimulants. These are central nervous system stimulants. And this is also someone who has a reported issue of anxiety issues. That this is a recipe for disaster. I mean, what more can we call it? It's a recipe for disaster. And then on top of it, he's throwing in, then I've got Cialis. He's taking Cialis with all of it. Why? I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Don't answer that. Nobody answer that below. I don't want to know. And this is where it gets concerning because people find this entertaining. There's a whole audience out there who watches this sort of stuff and they find it entertaining. Their entertainment value. This is not funny. This is essentially a special needs person who doesn't have full control of their own financial situation, and that's confirmed. I know this even from conversations over the phone with him. He does not have control over his own financial thing. His mom runs his stuff. On a list this long of illicit substances in half a dozen different categories. Some of them prescription, some of them research chemicals, some of them flat out illegal to even possess in the United States. Just throw them together. Right there on camera for everyone to look at and laugh at. And at a certain point, you have to look at that and go, what sort of people find this entertaining or amusing? Right, there's nothing funny about that. There's nothing entertaining about that. This is a travesty. And then I have to stand back and wonder, what's his mother doing and all this? What are the other people? And I know a lot of the Delray Misfits, they try to interview. And I've talked to someone before. I've had a phone conversation with someone else involved in his life who had basically said there was an issue of like they had to try to talk to him because he was reusing needles and all sorts of crazy stuff in the past. But I mean, I've had to basically, Genova will never have my phone number again, let me put it that way, because the guy used to call me at 2 in the morning and try to blackmail me for money of guilt trip me into giving him money because he's going to die if he doesn't get illegal anabolics. And that if I don't send him the money, he's going to have a heart attack because he's going through withdrawals from them and his mother won't give him any money. And he's like, literally, not even like PayPal me. He was like, you have to send it to me in the mail. Like sitting there basically harassing me for money at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning on the phone. All right. I mean, that's the situation we're dealing with. So no, I mean, I will never, ever, ever, after that experience, will Genova ever be allowed any contact with me again. But it just blows my mind. I mean, and this is its own whole genre of YouTube, and then people try to drag me into all of this stuff sometimes, and then people wonder why. You see this, and then people wonder why I want to step away completely from the drama side of the entire fitness world and stick more with informative educational content, largely positive criticism. This stuff is why. The whole circus act that goes on. And it is a whole circus act, and it's a circus act that I got drug into. I'm not going to say it's not in large part my own fault. Let me put it that way. I'm not playing the victim there. But there's a reason I stepped away from all of this stuff, all right? Because this is the level of nonsense of the circus act. And there just comes a point where you see the craziness of it and go, you know what, I need to step away from all of this, and this is exactly why. Right? This is exactly why. There is not one human being anywhere on the planet who has been helped by seeing Genova do any of this. Okay, no one's a better person for it. No one has improved their body, their health, their mindset, anything else from any of that. All right, it's not positive. It's not helpful. And honestly, it reminded me of exactly why I've been going that direction, because as I watched the video, I just had to turn it off. I had to turn it off, and it's right there on YouTube. I mean, it's still up as far as I know. I had to turn the video off if it was linked to me, because I just couldn't. I got a sick feeling in my stomach, just how I felt about it. That's how I felt about it. Like just watching it, I just couldn't watch the whole video. It is just a point because I'm just watching someone like Genova go down. I mean, that level of self-destructive behavior, and yes, I'm aware it's been ongoing. And the fact that there are people who just enjoy watching it. I just can't deal with that anymore. In fact, I don't even want to see videos like that. I don't want to see that stuff linked to me anymore. Um, Even by friends and family and other people who might see some of it. Uh, Mainly because, guys, I want to push back towards just helping people. That's the direction I want to go. And there's a certain point to where I have to detach from that stuff that happens here that is part of the whole fitness circus, and just realize that nobody is a better person for watching any of it. That includes me. Again, this is why, and again, I'm half awake right now. This is the real reason why it's stuff like this. This is the reason why I'm saying, look, I'm done with all of that. There's a reason I want to just focus on helping people. There's a reason I want to focus on constructive videos, informative videos, my own training, which is going phenomenal. You guys saw my squat PR, and coaching people, right? And coaching people. I'm going to keep growing my coaching business because, again, I've seen the worst of the fitness circus online. I've seen the worst of it. I've experienced the worst of it. And there's just a point where I go, I'm done with this crap. I'm done. It's time to just get people strong and get strong. That's what I care about. And I legitimately feel bad for anyone who finds that sort of stuff entertaining. I legitimately feel bad for them as a person. Alright guys, well that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.